Hi, I'm Jamey from Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in the game, Yokai Septet, a partnership-driven trick-taking game that leans heavily into the number 7. And that's what I mean by the image that my favorite mechanism in the game is the magic number. And then in this case, that magic number is 7. I mention this because I really like when games, when appropriate, pick a number and build around that number, so that players only really need to know that specific number. And in Yokai Septet, that number is 7. That means it carries over into many aspects of the game. One, you win the game if you have 7 points. If you and your partner have 7 points, you win the game. 2, there are 7 different suits in the game, suits of cards. There are 7 different colors of cards in the game. There are 7 cards of each color in the game. And also, the most important card in the game is the number 7. Here's an example of a number 7 card. So I really like when games do this. It's something that we did in Red Rising 2. We made the number, we actually used the number 7 in Red Rising 2. We made that number special and important so that when you need to remember a certain number, that's the number, that's the go-to number. You don't have to remember that sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 7. It's just always 7. It doesn't have to be 7, it just happens to be in those 2 games. So I really like that in Yokai Septet. The way this game works, in brief, is that you are, a player is going to lead with a card. You'll lead with a card. Say I lead with this red 6. All other players who have a red card need to follow with a red card. There's always a trump suit, so all the cards are dealt, and there's 1 card extra that determines the trump suit. That suit is better than all other suits in the game. And the really neat hook in this game is that the way that you end a round is in one of 2 ways. One, if you and your partner capture or win tricks with at least 4 7. So over the course of a round, if my partner and I have captured 4 7s, these are the yokai, the demons that you're trying to capture. The round ends, and you get points based on those different yokai. They have different point values on them. So you're trying to gain 4 yokai over the course of the round. However, if you take 7 tricks, again, the magic number 7, if you win, you and your partner win 7 tricks during a round, and you have not captured 4 yokai within those 7 tricks, the round immediately ends, and you and your partner lose that round, and the other team is rewarded for all remaining yokai in hand, left in hand, in all hands at that point. So it means that every trick is really, really important, and that you don't want to win tricks if they don't have yokai in them. You only really want to win tricks that have the number 7 in them. I really like that element of the game. But again, my favorite mechanism, I think, is this use of the magic number 7 throughout the game. I also wanted to mention one other thing. I don't know if you can notice here, but there's a beautiful foil on this card. Let's see if I can get another one. I really like in games when there is a special version of a card that, or a component that component looks extra special. In this case, they have foil on them. They feel extra special. They're easier to spot in your hand because of that foil. Another game that does this is Merchants of the Dark Road. They have tiles where one side of the tile has no foil on it, and the other side is like the legendary version of that tile. You can upgrade it. You can gain that version of it. That has gold foil on it. It feels special because of that gold foil. I know these both use foil as the example. Foil isn't always the way to go, but I really like that the game went out of the way to make the special card in the game feel special by adding that layer of foil to it as well. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Yokai Septet. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you can think of another game that uses a magic number throughout the game, so you only really need to remember 1 number, let me know that in the comments below. Or if you have any other thoughts about Yokai Septet, I'd love to hear your thoughts about this game as well. Thanks.